You're doing a great job there, Sam.
Yeah.
Good job, Jacob. You'll get dinner tonight. Well done.
We're gonna fix pipe.
We've got to dig. We're actually digging for no purpose other than to keep you busy. There's no pipes under there. I just told you that there was because I'm a liar. Good job, Jake. It's a good thing you've got those spidey muscles. Alright, taking a break from digging here. I'm going to document this for my own purposes and probably to use footage of the Turp Mechanic channel at some point. So right here is the garage behind the wall. Way down deep, that's the main water line coming up. It goes to this first connection. Water goes this way into the front irrigation valves, the front yard and the Parkway Strip irrigation valves. And then the water also goes up through this shutoff valve into the house for general household use and for this spigot. So this shutoff valve cuts off the water to inside the house. I can turn it and there's no water inside the house. But the front irrigation line is not cut off when I turn that, which means that if a pipe bursts underground over there, water will just flow. There's no way for me to turn it off. Now these first two, these front yard and Parkway Strip irrigation valves, each have their own dedicated line, PVC lines. We got the lower one, the one sitting on top. They kind of go next to each other, and they also track this white one. And notice the white one comes out, so this is also not shut off by the main shut-off valve, but it comes this way, and we've got, looks like an ancient shut-off valve here, and then they patched in this this shut-off valve. So this white pipe goes all the way around to about there, then it turns the corner and it goes to the back corner of the house for rear of the house irrigation and an exterior spigot, like not off of the house spigot. So I can shut water off to the backyard. So if we start getting a flood because of some sort of irrigation line leak back there, I can shut everything off right here, except for the front yard. So what we want to do is somehow or other rearrange all of this so that I have a shut off to the house and a second shut off to irrigation lines. If I have an irrigation line break, I want to be able to shut the water off to that without having to shut off the house. That would be really not cool to have to shut off the house to stop a leak in the yard. So somehow or other, most likely these valves are going to have to get replaced and moved because there's just so little space back here. But I'm going to have Matt the plumber, also known as Backyard Rancher, on YouTube and Instagram. He's going to be here to help me figure this system out. Because not only am I going to have, do I want a shutoff valve for everything in the yard, but I also want to have a second irrigation system. And this is where I get weird personally because I run a YouTube channel about the lawn. So here are these two front yard lines. They go under and then they come out here. The white one continues on going towards the backyard, but the two others, they elbow and they go this way. One of them is going to irrigate kind of this area, and the other one irrigates the strip. I want to add a third line going over here and over there for my special Irrigreen irrigation system. Now, typical people are not going to have two irrigation systems, but I am a weirdo that runs a lawn care channel on YouTube. I want to have two systems because I'd like to put a flow meter on both systems so that I could track how much water comes through the Irrigreen system versus how much water comes through the traditional system. So Matt the plumber, also known as Backyard Rancher, I'll link to this guy down in the description below. He's going to help me try to figure out how to, I don't want to say jerry rig, but make a second irrigation line coming out so that I can put Irrigreen sprinkler heads in my lawn. So the plan is to put one there and put one over there and then maintain normal irrigation for the Parkway strip. And then we're also going to tap into this white line in the back of the house to run extra irrigation lines to extra Irrigreen heads in the back. But that probably isn't going to be here. That'll be around the side of the house. So this is where we look right now. Hopefully this will get altered a little bit. This, in case anyone's curious, is a sewer clean out hatch. I don't know, it's a hatch. You can go and clean out the sewer line through that. All right, let's come over here. Just to make sure nothing weird was happening, I dug out here to make sure, there's a random cat, make sure that the white thing kept on going, and it does. And it elbows and it goes this way. Coming all the way over here. Presumably it goes under all of this mess. Here's my the lines. This one's broken, but that's the sprinkler valve controller line, whatever you call it. But here's that white pipe. It still comes and it comes out, and then it's been patched together into this crazy system that is obviously leaking. Yet another reason to have No Name Plumbing come out here and help me with this. I know a lot about grass, but when it comes to pipes and water and getting all these joints to work, that's his job. Might probably at some point replace a lot of these valves because they're very old, and they're obviously they could be upgraded. But the leak definitely needs to be fixed. The lines don't look exactly straight, like there's probably some pressure on these things that we might be able to relieve. And somewhere over here I want to tap into the main line to do the extra Irrigreen lines going to the backyard. So I'll still have to continue digging out, but we've got this valve right here, which isn't connected, is just above ground. I could connect anything to that. These three go down, and each one has its own little line going this way. So there's a sprinkler head, and I know of 2 full zones back here. So there's a third line to something back here. I'll have to figure out what that is at some point in the future. Anyway, that's where we stand right now. Before we start the work of replacing, fixing this system to be better for us as homeowners, yard owners, and to demonstrate and experiment with this Irrigreen system that I have heard a lot about over the past year.